Hey guys, today it's Sunday, April 4th, 2021, and with YouTube lately, I have not been having a good time yet again. Um, I said it in my monthly update video that I still gotta upload to Facebook, but I'm getting to a point now where I might just take a month or two hiatus. It's something that I've been saying for a while that maybe I should do, and maybe this processing glitch is what is sending me a message from the stars. Maybe it's some type of message from a divine power saying, maybe it's time for you to take a little bit of a break, Rockzilla. But you know what? My answer to that, if there is actually a divine power saying that to me, which I don't think there is, my message is no, I want to keep going. I mean, for me right now with this pandemic, this channel is an escape when I can actually upload videos properly. It's been a nice escape over the past year with all the crap that's been going on with COVID-19. And I intend to keep going. Next week will be my final weekly roundup video for the foreseeable future. And even if I go to a new format where I post one new video every Sunday or something, at least it's something. Just sipping on some tea, and I almost had some tea go down the wrong hole into my air pipe. Great. But guys, this past month has been the worst month with YouTube glitches that I have ever had to deal with in my damn near 6 years of having this channel. And I'm really pissed off. And hey, YouTube algorithms, please pick up that there's a guy named Rockzilla asking for you to look at your processing situation and how your videos get processed, or how people's videos get processed. That's what I meant. Now I'm doing a weekly roundup video every Sunday talking about YouTube glitches. That's not what you guys want to hear. I know this. But I'm hoping that by some magical miracle, maybe if I'm a squeaking wheel long enough, maybe YouTube will give me and everybody else experiencing similar glitches some grease. It's just a pile of baloney. It really is. And truth is, in my Facebook monthly update video, in that video, I actually used some coarse language for the first time. When I'm dropping swear words in my videos, crap's hit the fan, as I actually said in that video. But I gotta say, it's what I've been seeing in the past week with the Vancouver Canucks going down with COVID, seeing the amount of cases going up. I know I said recently that, I feel like I've been talking about this far too much with the pandemic and COVID, but right now, I am going to be a little bit of a hypocrite for this week's weekly roundup video, which that's what this video is. Because I just cannot believe how bad this pandemic has exploded. It's actually worse now than it was a year ago. I mean, this is ridiculous. And it's frustrating. I actually think that where I live here in BC, I would not be surprised if another lockdown's coming. My heart goes out to all of those restaurants that can't have people dining in. This has been the Easter long weekend. They can't have people. They're probably not going to have people in their restaurants allowed to eat in during the Victoria Day long weekend here in Canada next month. And what about Mother's Day? That's a very popular time for people to go to restaurants and have a nice meal. But nope. That's all going to be shut down because of what's going on. And that's bad for business. You know, those are a lot of people that are out of work. And that's not good. You know, I mean, it sucks that a bunch of businesses have to close, but it's because it keeps getting worse and worse. You know, I think that too many people are not, it's tough to say, but you know, I feel there's too many people that think they can just keep going out like everything's fine. Right now, you know, I hate to say it, but I think too many people are getting tired of the restrictions. And trust me, I am too. But there's a reason they're there. It's because this virus actually has killed quite a few people. Now, yeah, statistically, thankfully, most people are surviving it, but you know, why keep adding fuel to the fire? I mean, I honestly thought that about a month ago, early on last month at this time, I was thinking, you know, if these vaccines keep coming in, we might actually start to win this battle. No, I'm the fool. I was so quick to have hope. That little bit of glimmer of hope, I grabbed it and it just shattered right in my hand. You know, it's not been a good month for me personally. There's been a lot of crap I've had to deal with. And yeah, it's been a bit of a stressful month for me, but hopefully this next month will be a better month. And don't worry, guys, it's been nothing major, but it's just been a bunch of minor things all happening at the same time. And the bills that I've had to deal with lately too. But in a month from now, I should be in the clear, which is good. So I'll be fine. But it's just until I'm fine, while I'm on the bumpy part of the road of life, for me, it's just not fun. But it is what it is. But you know, I can tell people are getting frustrated more and more and more. And it just seems like things are not getting better. They keep getting worse. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. It's been getting pretty frustrating. I've been finding it's been getting increasingly frustrating. You know, just to see that, you know, things just keep seeming to not be getting better. We're not any closer to getting out of this mess. People keep getting really sick. I mean, it sucks. You know, now the Vancouver Canucks are dealing with an internal outbreak of COVID amongst the players. You know, I feel bad for anybody who gets the virus, not just the Canucks. But, you know, I wonder, it's with the way things are going, will leagues like the NHL even be able to complete their current seasons? I mean, that's a troubling thought, you know? So I don't really know what's going to go on. But I just hope that things start to turn around. That would be nice. But I just find that lately it's been so frustrating to watch things go the way they've been going. You know, I remember back in December when the calendar flipped to 2021, I was like, okay, they've got vaccines. Hopefully things are going to start to turn around. But, you know, hopefully we're about to be getting ready for a big, massive turnaround. But I will believe it when I see it. But also another thing, speaking of noticing that people have been getting frustrated more and more, you know, somebody that I've known and I've considered a friend on here for a long time, who I've had the privilege of getting to know and talk to throughout the past few years here, and I'm not going to mention who he is, but, you know, telling me that people have been being dicks to him in his comment sections of his videos, that's frustrating. You know, people have got nothing better to do but they want to take out their frustrations on other people, and that's not the way to do it. And you know, I felt like taking out some of my frustrations on people. I'm not gonna lie, the idea of it's ran through my mind a few times, but you got to remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. I don't want people taking their frustrations on me. Why should I do that to other people? You know, sometimes people frustrate me. Yeah. Especially when you work in retail like I do. People constantly get on your nerves. But what, should I take out my extra level of frustration with the way things are going on right now on other people? No, should I start going on your channels, guys, and start telling you that, oh, you're a dumb piece of you-know-what and blah, 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 blah? No. It's a dick move. I'm not going to do that. You know, even to a YouTuber's channel that I don't like. Maybe I don't agree with the person's views, or I think they're a jerk. I'm not going to name any channels, by the way, but, you know, if there's somebody who I don't agree with, I'm not going to go on their channel and call them names and put them down. I'm not going to do it. Yet I don't get these people. They've got nothing better to do but to go onto somebody's comment sections of their videos and just try and harass them and troll them. Stuff like that really pisses me off. It's not right. But of course, to the internet, people think it's okay. They hide behind their little mobile phone or computer screens and, oh, I can do it and say anything. It's why you constantly, you know, I remember playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, or Money Waster 2, as my friend from high school used to call it. And, you know, I remember constantly, people would send me messages on PlayStation Messenger with my PlayStation Network account. You know, if I had $1 for every time I've been called a racial slur on there, aka the only one I was ever called was the N-word, you know, I just saw a shooting star. That's cool. You know, if I had $1 for every time somebody called me that awful word, I could probably pay every single bill off that I have right now. No, really. It's ridiculous. People think that they can use language like that and call people names and talk like that because they're hiding behind a mobile phone or a computer or some type of electronic screen. It pisses me off. There's no place for that. And of course, you know, my only recommendation, guys, is if people are trolling you on your channels, because I know there's quite a few of you who have been following me for years, and I've been following you for years too, where your channels have much bigger followings than mine. And you know, I'm sure that the bigger your channels get, the more likely you're going to have some dick once in a while pop on there and say something bad, like calling you the N-word or calling you the gay F word. Or something stupid and unnecessary and ignorant like that. Get some prized ass that goes on there. Oh, I'm going to call this guy names. Oh, I don't like this hockey team that he talks about, so I'm going to call him a dumb piece of poop. Or I'm going to say F you and call him gay or whatever. It's like, piss off. You know? When people are being brought to a point where they don't even want to make videos anymore because of people like that, that's not right. To me, that's a form of bullying, to be honest with you. And, you know, I know what people are going through when they deal with that because I've dealt with it myself. I had a guy about, I can't remember how many months ago it was when I made that video. He called me a whiny little female dog, obviously using the B word that rhymes with Stitch. And he told me to get a life. Gee, thanks, man. You know, my message to somebody like that is, you know, if you want to dedicate time to calling people nasty things like that because you don't agree with their videos or don't agree with their opinions, maybe you're the one who needs to look at yourself in the mirror, bud. Jesus. And I haven't really talked anything to do with any sports at all today. I'm just not in the mood. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'll get this video uploaded because YouTube. Maybe I should call it useless tube. Yeah, that's a good name for it. I mean, the processing app doesn't work. At least not on my phone. Maybe it is me. I don't know. If I could know for sure, I would. If I could magically snap my fingers and know the answer to what's causing the problem, trust me, I would snap my fingers because I want to know. But you know, it's been a frustrating situation for me lately. I know I'm not the only one who's been dealing with crap, obviously, especially from what I just told you. But you know, you get one good thing about YouTube is that depending on the severity of what somebody says to you, you do have a report button. So I'll just throw that out there for a little bit of food for thought, you know. I mean, I think it's, I don't like the idea of deleting people's comments. I mean, I do believe in freedom of speech, but when somebody's calling you a racist slur or calling you, you know, the gay F word, a homophobic slur, or calling you a whiny little female dog and blah, 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 you know, sometimes it's the best way to deal with it is let YouTube deal with it. Hit the report button and let the algorithms act as some digital bouncers and bounce them out of your channel. Hopefully. God. So it's just frustrating. You know, I feel so bad for my friend on here who's decided to, you know, pull back on their channel. I mean, unlike me, they probably haven't been dealing with a processing glitch. And for the sake of privacy, I'm not going to mention who it is. If they feel comfortable mentioning who they are, then no problem. Then I'll leave that up to you. But, you know, with all due respect, I wanted to mention that tonight too, because I know people are getting pissed off. I know that people are looking for other people to take their frustrations on, and that's not the answer. If you're frustrated, find something to take your mind off of your frustration. A more productive way to manage yourself. Which, you know, I'm one to talk. Sometimes I get frustrated and I want to, you know, give somebody a piece of my mind. Has that happened? Of course it's happened. I'm no better than anybody else. I've been frustrated with customers at my work. I work in retail, for God's sake. So when you talk about people who are trolls and dicks, trust me, when you sit on a cash register for hours at a time, day on end, I would know. I know what people can be like, you know. God, I'll share a little interesting story that happened about a week ago. Well, this past week. Okay, a customer went into my store, bought something. Okay, and then about an hour later, I see him and his girlfriend running down the escalator where I work, because one of the stores I work at's in a mall. And him and his girlfriend are running down the stairs because they're being chased by a security guard and some other lady because they were trying to steal. And I'm just thinking to myself, so you buy something in my store, but now you're stealing crap out of other people's stores? What the hell? What the hell's the matter with you? God. I mean, what the hell? I was actually speechless for a moment when I saw that. When I saw this guy who was in my store who came to my cash register running away from a security guard because they were stealing from a different store. Really? What the hell? And then, you get your you get the odd person who comes in and mouths you off because you're supposed to wear a mask in all indoor public places. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger. When me or anybody else tells you, sir or ma'am, can you please wear a mask? You have to wear a mask to unfortunately be in the store. You can't be in the store without it. We're just doing what we're told. Jesus Christ. Yet we get, yet we have the odd dickhead who comes up to us, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if you're medically exempt, hey, I understand. I totally understand, and I have no problem with somebody who's got an exemption. And they should not be harassed, in my opinion. But when you work in retail like me, you get used to being you don't have trolls like you do here on the internet. What you have is real life assholes. And you get some real snot rags too, eh? You really do. Man, I can hardly wait for this flippin' pandemic to be over. In fact, something that I'm starting to think about possibly doing when this pandemic is over is I might actually try to get off my ass and find a way to get out of working in retail. Yeah, I think I'd be a lot happier if I wasn't dealing with the public anymore after this crap that I've been through with COVID. Yeah, I think that's a little, as I said earlier about the food for thought thing for you guys, I think I just gave myself a little food for thought for me too. Ay. I just hope things get better. I'm so sorry for this being Rockzilla, going on a tangent talking about life and the pandemic and blah, 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 rambling on for 25 minutes. But I'm sorry. I really have felt a desire to vent today. And if you do follow me on Facebook, you'll be finding that I do quite a bit of venting on there too. So my recommendation is, if you're watching this first, make sure that you wait at least a day before you watch the Facebook monthly update. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'll upload it tomorrow so that you can hear me vent here. And then if you want to hear more venting, you can hear me on there. Sorry, guys, but after 24 and a half minutes, I must say, I feel much better about venting. And that's something good too to keep in mind. If there's something that's bothering you, talk about it. Don't keep everything bottled in. Don't wait to be like a dormant volcano to blow up. Don't do that. You know, be like a car when it's on. Keeps running, keeps blowing off steam. You know? Or, I don't know, be like an active volcano where you're always spewing lava. Why did I think of diarrhea like verbal diarrhea? Now I see why some people call the face masks face diapers. It keeps all the verbal diarrhea in the mask, in the diaper, instead of coming at you. That and the tonsillus, if anybody's got those tonsil stones. Oh, yuck. Those things actually smell like poo. They actually smell like fecal matter. Oh, God. Thank God I have plexiglass around my cash register. Oh, God. Oh, God help us. No, really, God help us. Seriously. In this pandemic, I just wish we could just magically flip a switch and COVID-19 could magically, every variant could just mutate into something that doesn't harm anybody anymore. And then we can all go back to being our regular miserable selves. You know, just for me, you know what I want to do when the pandemic is over? For me, it's not traveling. It's, you know, it's not even being able to go eat in a restaurant again, which hopefully that restriction can ease up in a few weeks once we get more people vaccinated. You know, for me, it's not going on a road trip or anything like that, or traveling somewhere like Vegas or whatever. For me, the first thing I want to do is I want to go over to my friend's house, play video games, eat pizza, and drink pop. That's it. That is honestly the one thing I want to do. It's so basic, it's so simple. But with the way things have been, that would make me feel like I just won the Stanley Cup. Okay, now I've rambled on for almost a half an hour. I'm sure that YouTube's not going to let me upload this. But, hey, I'm going to keep trying. You know, I hope that this video can hopefully, you know, if it gives you a little bit of reassurance you need to get through a tough time, that I hope it was worth hearing me squawk. Hearing me complain, hearing me vent. All right. Have a good week, guys. Stay safe. And for the love of God, don't be on here on the internet trolling people, calling them nasty things. Treat others, the way you want to be treated. Man, I'm fudging up my sentences and I haven't even had any alcoholic beverages tonight. God damn. All right, guys, take care. And as always, bye for now.